Doctor, what is the condition of his health?
Oh no, his BP is still high. But don't worry, I will give him some drugs to control the BP. Meanwhile, you people should stop bothering him about the community problem.
Okay, we'll make sure that he takes his drugs and he rests enough. If he does not improve, we'll have no choice than to fly him abroad for proper treatment.
There will be no need for that. He will be fine. But after the medication, if he's not fine, we plan for taking him abroad. But you people should advise him to stop thinking because he's emotionally down.
I'm trying my best. But you see, our community is very unique. It has a lot of multifaceted problems. And given to the nature of our Igwe, he wants a community that's peaceful, so he's on top of all the pending issues. And he's also emerged with the problem of his son traveling to America for so many years, refusing to return. His only son, the heir to his throne. Coupled with the fact that he's aging and his son is not discussing anything concerning marriage, has put him in that state of emotional imbalance.
He told me about it. All the same, you people should allow him to rest. He needs proper rest.
Okay, I'll take your message to Lolo and the princess to ensure that they give him his drugs, he has enough rest, and they stop the traffic of visitors so that they won't be disturbing the Igwe.
Good. Meanwhile, let me give him his drugs.
Okay, Doc.
How is my husband doing?
Your husband is fine. And then where is the princess?
She should be in her room.
Okay. The doctor left some instructions.
Okay.
One, you must ensure that Igwe has enough rest.
It's all right.
Then secondly, he must take his drugs properly. If you go upstairs, on the table, all the drugs are there, with instructions as to how they should be taken. And that assignment is for you and the princess, if you want His Majesty to leave.
God forbid. No, do not speak like that. Nothing will happen to him.
Amen. Please instruct the cook to prepare his meal so that he can eat and take his drugs.
All right.
I want to take my leave.
Thank you, Ono. You are indeed a good and trusted man. I'm so proud of you. Thank you, please.
All right, my queen.
My regards to your family. Your Majesty, please can I make a suggestion?
What is it?
Since the drugs are not working for you, I mean, you've been taking them, they are not working. Instead of them to subside the situation, you're getting worse by the day. I suggest we fly you abroad. Please. I mean, I cannot sit, fold my hands and watch my husband die slowly. Never! When you've got all it takes to take good care of yourself. Please.
If that will make me fine, prepare the document. Yes. But don't forget to tell them no.
I'll do as you have said, Your Majesty. Please. You will be fine.
My queen, the food is ready.
It's alright. You can go now.
Thank you.
Your Majesty, let's go to the diner and eat.
I'm not hungry.
Stop all this. Stop all this. You will kill me first. How can you say you're not hungry? Then how will you be able to take the drugs? Remember, you cannot take these drugs on an empty stomach. Your Majesty, I'm going to report you to your daughter. Princess! Princess!
Yes, Mom.
Come and talk to your father. He doesn't want to eat. I don't know why. How can he take drugs without eating? Eh?
Dad. Dad, why don't you want to eat? Please, you have to eat something. You know you can't take drugs on an empty stomach. Dad, I don't want anything to happen to you. I don't want to lose you. Or do you want to lose me, or do you want to lose us? If something happens to you, I promise you, you're going to lose me.
I don't happen to me. I'll be fine. You will not lose me. Take me to the night.
Thank you, Dad. Careful. Careful. It's okay. Slowly. 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 Careful, Dad. Oh no, the queen will be really shocking.
Thank you, my daughter.
Okay, sir.
My queen.
I'm sorry. It wasn't intentional to keep you waiting. I was inside, busy packing our traveling documents.
Did you say traveling documents?
Yes or no, we're traveling by next week. Yes, for proper treatment. Because I'm no longer comfortable with the one that daughter is treating him. Oh no, the king is not getting better by the day. Rather, he is losing strength, getting weak every day.
My queen, are you sure he's having enough rest? And people are not coming to trouble him with one problem or the other?
Yes, he's having enough rest. In fact, I've always told people he's resting, but I don't even allow them to see me.
Okay. When did you say you are traveling?
We are traveling next week. But here's the reason I asked you to come. This is the first time Igwe and I are leaving this kingdom. So please, I want to ensure this kingdom into your hands. I wouldn't want anything to go wrong. Please. I am not telling you this because I do not have confidence in you. No, I have confidence in you because you are a wonderful man.
Thank you very much. I'm actually happy that you are taking this step. I suggested to the doctor earlier that we should fly him abroad for better treatment. But he said no, that it wasn't necessary, that the Igwe was going to be fine. So I thank God for this step you have taken. It's a step in the right direction. God will lead you and your husband to London and back safely in Jesus' name.
Amen.
I would like to see the Igwe for a minute before he travels.
It's okay, no. Let me continue with what I was doing. Thank you.
Thank you, my queen.
You know your way.
Yes, I do.
Ekene?
Papa? You're going out?
Yes.
Yeah. You said you wanted to rest. Where are you going now?
My dear, I need to go to the palace to see the Igwe.
See the Igwe?
Yes.
Papa, I hope there's no problem. I hope you've not committed anything.
Yeah, commit. Have you not heard? Igwe has been sick for a very long time. And I have not visited the palace, at least to tell him sorry. So that is why I'm going. That's why I'm going.
So what's his sickness about?
They said Igwe is having BP. A very serious one. That at times he will die and wake up. The doctors are even tired. I don't even know whether the drugs they are giving to him is the right one. So but
what could be giving Igwe blood pressure, high blood pressure? Because I know Igwe, I heard he has money now. He has money. Or is it any of his family members or... Why is he overthinking? I know it can't be money now. It can't be money.
My son, I think he is in the right position to answer all these questions. I'm going to.
Papa, please. Papa, don't be angry.
Go ahead.
You know I've never, entered that palace before. So I just want to ask you, is it possible I follow you to the palace?
If you want to go. If you want to go, let's go.
Wait. Let me get something. Wait.
I'm waiting. Please don't waste my time. Be fast. Your Majesty, who is this flautist? My son, my only son, Ekene. You mean he's your son? Yes, Your Majesty.
Wow.
This is wonderful. My son, please blow on the flute. Blow on the flute, please.
Ofobike, you said it's your son?
Yes.
Ha. Nah. What's that your name again?
Ekene.
Ekene. You are now my son. You don't know what you've done for us.
Thank you so much.
Believe me. You know we were about traveling to London by next week.
Whoa.
Because of his treatment. But look at him now. Dancing to the tunes of his flute.
May the gods be praised.
Better now.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you want anything? Water?
No, I am better. I won't travel again.
Your Majesty, are you sure?
I want the flute.
He wants
Music.
flute.
Music is full of life.
Please. Nine. I don't understand. You mean Ekene, our son, made Igwe get well? Because as far as I know Ekene is not a medical doctor. Ekene is not a native doctor. Neither is he a herbalist. So how come?
My dear, I'm as confused as you are. You know, I prepared going to the palace to see him. When Ekene now came back from his normal routine, I only want to go now. So he now asked me where I was going to. I told him that I'm going to the palace to see the kid, to see the Igbo. He insisted he wanted to go with me. I said, okay, no problem. So we now went to the palace. When we got to the palace, he started his magic. He brought out his flute and started blowing, even from the outside though. Me, I was even confused. As he was blowing and blowing this, performing, calling Igwe all sorts of names, calling names. All of a sudden, Igwe started smiling. Yeah. As a guy, mad. Igwe started smiling. The Igwe that was almost half dead. That is all. Igwe started smiling, even dancing.
Oh, Nai. I knew that there is something special about that, my son. Have you forgotten? When he was barely 16, he did the same thing at Mazobika's house. And so many other ones that he has been doing that people are telling us about. And today again, he has done it again. Not only that he did it, in our Igwe's palace.
Oh yeah.
He revived our Igwe back to life. Nai. That boy. Where is he?
I don't know. We came back. He should be in his room.
Ekene!
Mama! Mama, what's going on? This one you're shouting my name. Mama, why are you looking at me like that?
Ekene.
Ma?
Biko Mom. Who are you? Are you a herbalist or a chief priest?
Yeah.
Which one are you?
Ma, please, I don't understand. What are you talking about?
Ekene, your father has told me what happened at Igwe's palace today. So I ask you again, who are you?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't understand. Is that why you're calling me a herbalist? Mama, please, I need to go wash my jerry cans. I have to myself.
My son, and I don't know who you are.
Mama, I'm your son. I don't understand what kind of accusation.
Naina, you didn't say anything.
What do you want me to say?
There is something special about this guy. Kai jiro to chue woji before chejie. Let's find out who this boy is. Eh? Because here before Bogo Jukwarmanya o.
Your Highness, now that you feel a bit better, is there any need flying you abroad for treatment?
Not at all. I am better. I'm very, very better now.
Dad, are you sure? I mean, your documents are ready.
Quite sure. I am better. My only problem now is that boy.
You mean AKD?
Yes. That boy is becoming my source of happiness. In fact, I feel like having him around here every day.
Well, in that case, I'll go get him.
Please do.
My darling.
My goodness, what is happening here? Your Majesty.
No, you are welcome.
Good day, sir.
Please sit.
Thank you, Lord. Princess, how are you?
Very well, thank you, sir.
So it is true. Your Majesty is indeed better.
Yes. I am better now.
All thanks to Ekene, Mazi Ofobike's son.
Mazi Ofobike's son?
Mazi Ofobike's son.
That boy is becoming my source of happiness. Yes, he healed me.
This is amazing. How did it happen? I'm still surprised.
Oh no, you don't have to be surprised. God used Ekene to work miracle.
Lolo, how did he do it? I can't get it. What happened?
Machi, I've been calling you now. Why you just been ignoring me? What's going on now?
What is it? Why are you disturbing my life?
Can I be disturbed?
I have told you I am not interested in any form of relationship. I want to be focused on my study. I don't want any form of distraction.
Me too. I want you to be focused on your studies. The only thing I'm doing is I just want to know you better. That's the only thing now. That's all. Why would I want to distract you? For what? For what? I'm happy you're going to school. I just want to know you better. Why would I distract you? I can never do such now. Just for you to hear me out.
So you're not distracting me?
No, why would I do a thing
So
like
what are
that?
you doing now?
Just...
I'm on my way to school. You're busy screaming my name. You're telling me something that is not related to education. Is that not distraction?
Why are you talking like this now? Why are you talking like that? I just want to know you. That's it. How would I distract?
Excuse me.
Be like this now. At least I'm talking to you now. Why are you
You're
like
distracting me. You said you won't distract me. That's what you said now.
Machi. Machi.
Ekene. Ekene. Ekene.
Princess.
You seem lost and confused.
Princess, it's nothing. It's nothing. Trust me, it's nothing. It's nothing.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I'm sure it's nothing. It's nothing.
Okay, if you say so.
I say so. Princess, this one you came to our house. I hope you're not in trouble.
Trouble? No. Why haven't you been coming to the palace? You know, since the last time you came with your father, you haven't come. What happened?
Why would I be coming to the palace? I mean, I have no business in the palace.
Trust me, you have big business in the palace. Anyways, father asked me to come get you.
Igwe sent for me.
Good day, Mama.
My princess.
Yes, ma.
You're welcome. This one you come to our house. I hope we are safe.
Yes, you're safe. Mama, my father asked me to come and fetch your son, Ekene.
I hope he's safe.
Mama, he is safe. Listen, if there was any problem, father would have sent his guards to come get him, not I and my maiden.
If you say so, my daughter, it is true.
Let me go and change my shorts.
Sure.
Hurry.
How are you?
My daughter, we are fine. We are fine.
No. This food is sweet though. This food is too sweet. This person, no. The person that cooked this thing is marriage material. Who cooked this food? You?
I'm the one that cooked it. Do you like it?
You cook this food?
Yes.
That means I'll marry you now. I have to marry you now. So you'll be cooking this in my house.
Look at you. Do you know how much they use in preparing this food? Where will you see money to cook this kind of food in half?
What's wrong with you? You know how much I make from selling palm wine in this village? Do you know? Don't worry. I'll marry you. Yeah, I'll marry you. You'll be cooking this food in my house.
You marry me. You marry me.
Your name now is my future wife.
Let me give you the basket.
Okay. Cook. My future wife. My future wife. Okay. My future wife.
Your Majesty, I just decided to come and see you to know how you are doing. And from what I can see, you are doing great.
Yes, oh no. Well, is that boy Ekene? You should be thanking him for that. He was the one that normally comes here every day to entertain me with the music of his flute. Wow. You see, the rhythm of his flute sets my soul alight.
Wow. Your Majesty, where is he? Has he gone?
No, he just went to... Oh, yeah.
Your Highness, may you live long. Oh no, I greet you, sir.
How are you?
I'm fine, sir.
How is your father?
My father is well, sir.
I'm very happy with you. Your Majesty has briefed me and he says that you come here every day to make him happy. And I want to use this opportunity to say thank you. Please keep it up.
Thank you. No, thank you. Thank you. It's my joy that I am privileged to make our Igwe happy. Igwe, may you live long. I would like to thank you for the food. It was indeed very delicious as usual. Again, I'd like to go and attend to my father and some late night palm wine tapping.
Just take this and then buy yourself anything you want.
Your Highness, please, I will decline that. Please, I'll say no.
Nice sister. Just instrument.
Your Highness, no. I mean, how can I do something for my Igwe and I will demand payback? No.
Yes, you can see, he's a good boy. Keep your money. He's a good boy.
It's alright.
Thank you so much, Your Highness.
It's okay. Greet your father for me.
My father will hear. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I know I didn't do anything to you, and I thank God you're not the first person I saw this morning. If not, I would have said bad luck will follow me. Good morning, Papa.
Ekene?
Sir?
Where are you going to this man with that cutlass?
Papa, I greeted you. You didn't answer me. So...
That has not answered my question.
Papa.
Well, I'm going to Chibuka's house. He's sick. So I want to help his younger brother tap palm wine so that I can have enough that I will sell at the market today. Is that how you are going to make yourself somebody in this community?
I don't understand you. I don't understand this question.
Ekene, I said sit down. We need to talk.
Papa, can't this talk?
No. Sit down. Sit down.
Wait now.
Now, Ekene, tell me, what do you want to do with your life?
I don't understand. Don't I hustle? Don't I sell palm wine?
Selling palm wine.
Uh-huh.
All your mates in this community, they are all doing well. Some have gotten married, have children of their own. Some have car. Some have even gotten the house, build a house of their own. All you do is go into Igwe's palace to go and blow flute. Is that how you are going to be somebody in life? I'm asking you.
Papa, see, I've told you I don't like this thing. No? I don't like this thing every time you be telling me, see your mate, see your mate. You're putting me under pressure to do bad thing. No? No, seriously. And besides, what's wrong with going to the Igwe's palace to blow flute? What's wrong with that? I go there to make our Igwe happy. That's it.
How much does he pay you?
Papa, after selling my palm wine in the morning, I go to the Igwe's palace to play flute for him so that he'll be healthier. That is it. That's all I go there to do. Even though sometimes he tries to dash me money, but I reject it because I feel it's wrong.
Is that how you are going to be somebody in life?
Papa, see, God gave me talent to blow flute for free.
Can you listen to yourself? No. Can you listen to yourself?
Papa.
Is that how you are going to survive? Oh my God. Oh.
Papa, I don't understand what you're talking about. This is our Igwe we are talking about here. Our Igwe. And God gave me this talent of blowing flute. So why would I collect money for blowing flute for our Igwe? God gave me talent for free. So I'll give it, I'll blow for whoever.
And where do you think you are going to?
Papa, please let me go and sell this thing. Amaka's school fees is around the corner.
Hi. Hello.
All this. You mean I should buy all these boots for you? Worth of 5,000. And check me. Wayek fee 25,000. No. I don't have this kind of money. No. Homo. No. I don't have this kind of money.
No, let me see. No, let me see. Ne. Come, Bia. See, there's a way we are going to do it, eh? You have to pick the few ones that are very important. You know, I know that this your Wayek fee is untouchable. You know, but the books, you pick the most important ones. But you know we are managing now. Your father does not have the money, and me too, your mother. You know I don't have as well.
Mama, the school is insisting I buy all the books, else I will not write the Wayek.
They are insisting. Do you know, Imakwegole, do you know how much we are talking about here? Both your books and your Wayek fee. I've counted it with my finger. 60,000 naira. 60! Where in this world are we going to get that kind of money? It is too much now. Oh? Nine.
What is it? I said I don't have the money. Was I going to rob because of Machi's boots and wife fee? I don't have the money.
We have to try now. What are we going to do? Let's give her our best.
Fine. Beautiful. You want us to make a move? Maybe you should sell some of your rappers and give her the money.
Oh,
Simple.
How many of my rappers are even good ones? How many of them have the value for money? Is it not all this? No. More yo-yum. Please, we have to see what we can do about this now. Let her finish her school. At least we have tried from primary.
This is early morning. I want to rest. I just woke up from sleep. Please.
I've been searching over this palace for you. And you hear you are absent-minded. What is it?
Cynthia, I'm worried.
Worried over what?
Cynthia, you know you're my only friend in this palace.
I know.
Okay. Cynthia, I've been thinking about Ikenu. Since that time you said that you will marry me, I've not had myself, like, I've just been thinking about him since that day.
Amaka, it was a joke! Ha! Joke!
Cynthia, it's not a joke. It's not a joke. I've not been myself. Since the very day he said he's going to marry me, I've not been myself.
Amaka, you are sick. Like, you are very, very, very sick. So because you cooked for him, and he jokingly said he will marry you, you are not here dying over him, Abi?
Cynthia, you don't know men. You don't know men. They can say a lot of things jokingly, but inside their heart, like deep down inside their heart, they are very serious. Okay, have you not seen the way he has been admiring me lately? No, tell me. Have you not?
Amaka, stop that nonsense. What is wrong with you? See, Lola is looking for you.
Lolo,
go and serve their lunch, people. She's looking for you.
Your Majesty, my coming to the palace today is concerning your relationship with my son, Ekene. I know you love him so much that you even take him like one of your own sons. He comes here every morning to blow flute for you and make you happy. And I ask, Your Majesty, what are you doing to make him happy too?
I don't understand you.
Your Majesty, you know Ekene is a young man managing his life as a palm wine tapper. And you know it is not good for a boy like him. All his mates in this our community, they are all doing well more than him. Some are getting married, some are building houses of their own. But him, nothing. He comes here every morning to blow flutes for you. to make you happy? Your Majesty, have you asked him what he wants to do with his life as a man? At least doing business like others.
Your Majesty. Well, Ekene is like a son to me. But he has never for one day told me he needs favor from me.
Your Majesty, I know he will not ask you. He's a stupid boy. But never mind. I am asking on his behalf. Please, Your Majesty, do something for him.
I can now relate. Tomorrow, come with Ekene to this palace. Let me see what I can do for him.
Your Majesty, thank you very much. I have to be on my way.
Mama,
My dear.
the bushmeat I bought is still there in the kitchen. Mama, please now. Please, I'm hungry. I'll try to make this bushmeat now. Cook this bushmeat, please. And also make onubu soup now. Fast, bikonu.
Onubu soup again?
Yes.
Hey, you know your father doesn't like onubu soup. Huh?
Yeah.
Let me do egusi now.
Mama, I don't want to. You started this your egusi politics, so I don't want to. I bought this bushmeat for onubu soup now. No problem. If you want to have your egusi, no problem. Now you and your husband can have the egusi. Me, I'll go outside and go and find the
No,
soup.
no, it hasn't gotten to that. Please, I know what to do. I will prepare you. I will prepare you onubu soup, delicious. Then I will do my husband. Hey, big cocoa.
Every time egusi.
No. I will do it for you. Let me tag this button for neck.
Mama, I'm back. Good afternoon.
Did you deliver the message?
Yes, Mama. She said I should greet you.
Neka, I've won the politics. Mama is going to make onubu soup. We planned it. So please, fast and sharp, go and make fufu. So Mama can make the onubu soup.
Yes. Are you serious?
Yes.
Mama, is it true?
Yes. So go and do whatever you ask.
Go and make
Quick.
Mama, I'll be back.
Okay. Before you come back, I will.
Just 10 minutes.
You know I don't drink now. When did that one start?
Papa, have you ever seen me drink before? Please, when you finish that one, you can have this one. Yes, please.
Okay, no problem. Don't forget why we are here. Please, I have discussed with Igwe.
Okay.
Igwe is now waiting for you to tell him exactly what you want to do.
Okay.
Please, so.
Okay. I don't drink now.
So, Chaza can cook a river or what?
I'm here for you. There's no problem. You'll find your way home. I'm here.
You went through me now. What is it? Why did you drive me out? Amaka, are you mad?
What's the meaning of what you are doing over there? How? See, the person you are killing yourself over doesn't even know you exist. And if you don't take time, you just make a fool out of yourself.
Hold it right there. No, Sinta, what's the meaning of this? Like, I don't understand. Isn't it a crime to fall in love?
My dear, it's not a crime. But see this one, it's a crime.
Wow.
Because the person you are lusting after is not interested in you.
Wait a second. Like, Cynthia, now I know your problem. Wait, Cynthia, so you are jealous of me? Eh? You are jealous of a relationship I've not even started. Cynthia, hey! Well, don't worry. I'm a very good person and you are my very good friend. When the time is right, I will make sure you join my bridal trip. My Ashebi, you will enter. But for now, you see what you just did right now? Don't try it again. Did you hear me? Don't you ever try to cut my game short again. Nonsense.
God, what is wrong with this girl? Is she alright? Amaka!
Kene?
Yes, Your Highness.
After discussing with your father yesterday, I asked him to come with you. Let me hear from you and know what exactly you want in life. Something that will enhance your living.
Your Highness, may you live long. Actually, when my father told me yesterday that you demanded to see both of us at the palace, I was happy as usual, you know. But at the same time, I was worried as to what it could have been. But hearing you now, I feel I can answer the question. Your Highness, if it's not, you know, too much for me, I don't want to do any business that will take me out of this village. No, I don't want any business like that. I want something that will keep me around, you know, around my father, because he's only son. So I don't want to be away from him.
Just forget about me. I will be fine. Even if you like, you can go to Medugri, go Cameroon. Even if it's Manfesev. My concern is you being useful to yourself. So go ahead and tell Igwe what you want. I will be fine.
Your Highness, may you live long. Your Highness, if it's possible, you know, if it's possible, even though I'm willing to wait, if it's possible, if Your Highness, you know, if I can just get, you know, this bus, not big one, or this small one, they call shuttle bus. If I can get that would be okay for me. You know, a bus that will, you know, that will be, you know, driving, using it for transportation business. You know, that will not take me far. You know, that will take me not further than Binetiti or Omonze. That's all I need. If it's possible, but if it's not possible, Your Highness, I will still wait anytime it pleases you. I'm not in a hurry. And that would be okay for me. And again, you know, you're also like my father too. So apart from not wanting to leave him, I don't want to stay away from you too.
Ekele, so if I buy a shopping bus for you, you'll be okay in life.
Your Highness, I'm made. I'm okay. What else am I looking for in my life? I'm okay.
That's all right.
Ah.
Your Majesty.
You heard what your son said.
Yes, Your Majesty.
What have you to say?
Well, Your Majesty, I don't have anything to say. It's in your court.
Your Highness, he doesn't have anything to say. He doesn't have anything to say.
All is well.
All is well now. All is well.
All is well.
In your own time, we are not in a hurry. We are not in a hurry, Papa.
Ekene, tomorrow morning, come here. I will buy you a shuttle bus.
Papa, help me thank him now.
Igwe, may you live forever.
He said, thank you.
My boss.
Hey!
Yes, sir.
No.
Enter now. Enter. Your son has a boss now. It's gone. It's gone. Sorry, I don't bring this drink. I decide we good. I don't bring this thing. I don't bring them. Go drink them now. Me, I don't go take here when I drink them.
Who is that? Where are you coming from? And when did you pass through this gate?
You as a gate man, you don't know when somebody leaves and comes into this palace. You're asking me where am I coming from?
That the answer to my question. You're not going anywhere except to tell me who authorized you to pass through this gate. Look at this little girl. Come here.
Amaka, what are you doing here this early morning? Looking absent-minded.
Cynthia, please, I want to be left alone. I'm not happy.
You are not happy? By the way, you told me you were going to see Ekene last night. How did it go?
Cynthia, all my life, I've never been insulted the way Ekene did last night.
What did he say to you?
I went to his house just to tell him how much I love him, and maybe we'll start making plans for our marriage. Do you know, this boy did not even allow me to say one word. One word. He walked me out of their compound.
You see your life? You caused it. I warned you. I asked you to respect yourself and stop thinking about someone that doesn't even know you exist. But you won't listen. At least now you can rest.
Rest? It's a rest. Cynthia, I will never rest until Ekene is mine. No.
You are sick, oh, Amaka. You are very sick. You need to be hospitalized. You need help.
I need help, yes. The only help I need is Ekene. Ekene. You people should tell him to love me.
It's love by force.
Yes, it is by force. After all, he's not the one that said it in the first place.
I said what? He was joking with you, Amaka. He was joking.
Joking? Joking when he said he will marry me. They don't used to joke with marriage. Marriage is not by force, but they don't used to joke with marriage. Don't worry, go. After all, you'll be my chief bridesmaid. I don't go.
Machi, how are you?
I'm fine.
How's everything?
Everything is fine.
We thank God, we thank God. I don't see you on the road these days. Why now?
You know, these days my schedule is very tight.
Okay.
You know, I go to school every day. By the time I come back from school, I'm already exhausted. I have to go inside and read my books. That's why.
It's alright.
You now drive a bus?
I don't only drive a bus, so I now own a bus. See my name now. Kene Motors. It's God. I now use this for transportation business, you know.
Wow, that's nice. So,
thank God.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's God. It's God. Kene Motors is here to stay. Come inside now. Let me drop you off now.
No, I don't have money for transportation. I'll just trek.
My dear, come inside. Let me take you to school. For what? You again? Kene Motors collect money from you. Come, my dear. Come.
I'm happy for you.
God, it's God. Remove your bag. You have to be comfortable. You used to put seat belt in Kene Motors. Just try it. The belt is strong. Don't worry.
What are you doing here? You came to carry someone?
Yes.
Where's the person?
You see, this person is somebody that told me that every Tuesday she finishes her lessons by 5 o'clock after school. That person's name is Machi.
Wait, hold on. You mean you were parked here waiting for me to come back from school so you can take me home?
What's wrong with that? Please come inside. You asked too many questions. Come in, let me take you home. Enter now, enter the bus, let me take you home. Enter. So I can go back to work.
Mama, good evening. Machi, Ma. Who was that just dropped you just now? Who was that? Machi? Oh. So, your father and I are busy struggling and looking for how to raise 60,000 naira to buy your books and your WAEC money. You have the one to charter bus to be dropping you from school. Machi, even as I'm sitting down here, I've been thinking, Machi, when did that one start?
Mama, I did not spend any money to charter bus, so it's Ekene, Ichie Ofobike's son. He brought me home for free. He even said he will come and take me to school tomorrow.
Ekene? Ekene, Ichie Ofobike's son. Ekene, Veronica's son. Ekene now has a boss.
Yes, now.
Wait. Chineke. Arinze Chukwu. Mana, this your smile. Machi, this your smile is not holy.
Mama. Please let me go and freshen up, I'm tired.
This your smile is not holy. Machi.
Ekene, my love.
I wish you're here with me. At least this drink Princess asked me to bring. We'll just drink it together. We'll have a lot of nice moments. I miss you so much, my love. When will I even get to see you? Becky. Becky. I miss you so much.
Amaka!
My princess! Princess, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Amaka!
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, my princess. Please, I'm so sorry, my princess.
Follow me.
I don't do anything, my princess. Please. Hi! You can interrupt them. Again. Hi!
Gosh, I said flog her very well until she tells me what made her to break my wine.
It's alright, my princess.
Please forgive her. She won't do it.
Dad, have you not eaten for 3 days? Flog her!
You guys are wicked! You guys are very wicked! So the princess asked people to kiss all for her. People will kiss all for her, Abi.
I'm only doing my job.
You're doing your job. Your job. I warned you earlier, but you wouldn't listen. Now see what you've done to yourself. The person you're even dying for didn't even notice you.
And I want to really be together now.
Eh? See, if you continue talking this nonsense, I will leave this thing for you and you continue doing it to yourself. Which Ekene? You want to suffer? No. Amaka, you want to suffer? Sorry,
Machi, why not to school?
They sent me away from school yesterday.
For what now?
They said I haven't paid my school fees and my WAEC fee.
Calm down now, calm down, make I finish something first. I like to keep quiet. Calm down, they come, calm down. You've not paid. Why now? Didn't you tell your parents?
I told them, but you know my father doesn't have much. The little he has, he bought textbooks for me. You know he's just an ordinary plumber. And my mother just sells fish in the village markets. There's nothing they can do.
Hi.
Driver. Since you know one girl, give me my money, I go.
Guy, calm down now.
I go somewhere, give money.
You want to calm down. Never reach fight. Calm down. I know where I carry you from. Take. Now your change with that, they go. But why would you do that kind of thing now? For what reason now? Oh, calm down now.
Calm down, no. I'm not going to come back. I'm not going to come back. See my go to the same time.
Calm down, time still there now.
Some of us are going for a place where they go.
In fact, I know what to do. Everybody, calm down. Make una calm down. When I calm down, I beg. I get emergency. Please don't mark your face. Calm down. I beg. Calm down. Okay, take. They go. I beg.
kind
They go.
Give me another. This one, no, you don't tear.
They go, man.
You don't tear now.
Which one say you don't tear? Ha!
I know they like this kind of thing.
Wait.
My money na 200 naira.
Which one is 200 naira? Which one is 200
Give me my money.
Wait till they worry you.
Give me my money, my
Calm down, never reach fight side. They go. Carry your bad luck, go. My dear, enter. We are going to bank. We are going to bank to go and solve this your problem. For what now? Do they know who you know? Do they know who you know that chase you out of school? For what?
Enweta onwe gị na-akpọrọ na-achị.
What are we going to do about Machi's school and WAEC fees? This girl has not been sleeping. Every day she's always crying. She's been crying ever since they drove her out of school now, and I'm not finding it funny. We have to do something. You know she's all we have. Eh?
Now what do you want me to do? I told you I don't have the money. The one I had, I have given it to her to buy the books. And you know the nature of my business, the condition of my business. Things are hard this time around. I don't have money. What do you want me to do?
Whatever it will take us, let's do something. Let's do something. Machi is our daughter. And she's very intelligent. You see, I have an idea. Yes.
You have an idea? Let it be a reasonable one, no?
I hope so. You know that our land at Ekbaucha, that our cassava farmland. I want to harvest everything and sell to make some money. If that one is not enough, I will sell my wrappers like you suggested the other day.
If what you are saying now is possible, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Okay. Do it.
Papa, Mama, I paid my school fees and my wife fee. Look at the receipt.
Hey!
It's true.
How did you raise the money?
Mama, Ekene paid.
Ekene?
Yes.
How? Ekene Dilichuku. Ekene Dilichuku.
Which Ekene?
Iche of 4BK son.
Iche of 4BK son. Machi.
Papa.
This money you said Ekene gave to you to pay for all this is, when did they ask you to pay back? And how much is interest?
Papa, I'm not paying back, it's for free. Yes, Papa.
Everything?
Yes.
Just like that?
Yes, is anything wrong with that?
Give me the money.
God will reward him.
Amen.
God will continue to protect him.
Amen.
God will continue to lift him up.
Amen, Mama.
God will reward him. He
Take
will
your
never
receipt.
lack. They come and take home.
You can go.
Keep it very well, you know what? Hey. This Ekene is a good boy. Hey. Ekene Dilichuku. Ekene Dilichuku. Hi.
Iche of 4BK. Actually, we came to see your son Ekene. Is he around?
No. Yeah, he has gone out. You know this transport, they go out very early. Or do you want to chatter his boss?
No. Like I said, we came to see him, but since he's not around and you're here, it's still the same. Hey! It's your 4BK. Actually, my wife and I came with this gallon of palm wine to thank your son for what he did for our daughter, Machi.
Ichi of 4BK. In fact, I don't know what to say. I am short of words because all my life, since I was born, I grew up, got married in this village. No man, no woman has ever shown me that level of kindness that your son did to my family. That is why we have brought this token to say thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Please, Ichi Efejika, You know, you are just speaking in parables. My son did this, my son did that. What has my son done for your daughter, Machi? To tell you the truth, I don't know anything. I've not had anything except if my wife.
Nah, me too. I didn't know anything about it at all.
Odema. You see, my daughter Machi was sent out of school a few days ago because she had not paid her WAEC and school fees. So your son saw her on the road and asked her why she did not go to school, and she told him. In fact, to cut the long story short, your son gave our daughter Machi the money to pay for her school and the WAEC fees. So that is why we are here, to thank him and also to thank you, his parents, for having a son with such a golden heart. Thank you very much. Though we will still come back and see him. Yes. We still come back.
Chair, no problem. I've heard you. I will pass your message.
Omaka. We have to be on our way. Please greet him for us when he comes back.
Thank you for us.
Later, my daughter will come and collect the gallon.
Yes, okay, madam.
Hi, Nai, WAEC and the school fees. Hey, Kene. Look at both of them. They are even happy.
What do you think?
With this Legady's gallon of palm wine. Hey!
Ekene, do you know you are a useless boy? In fact, you are a disappointment. How can you give such amount of money to a girl who is not your sister or your relation?
Look at Nneka, your sister. How many times have you given Nneka 1 naira in this house? Have you ever asked Nneka the kind of cream or soap she's using? How many times? You've never giving another people money.
Mama, I don't understand though. I don't understand you and Papa seriously. I mean, is it a crime to help somebody? No, is it a crime? And why would I at my age give my sister Nneka something and I'll come and tell you? Why? Is it every time I'll give her money that I'll come and tell you?
Papa, Mama, I don't see anything wrong with Brother Kene giving the girl money. After all, the God blessed Igwe, so he can help anyone.
Hey, shut up your mouth. Shut up your mouth. Did Igwe just see Ekene on the road and dash him boss? He worked for it. Okay, now no revive Igwe back to life. From today, any day you open this your mouth and ask me 1 naira or see your hand inside my purse, they will be here. Come, let's see that.
No problem. Anytime you need anything, as usual.
Ask him.
Okay, brother, I will.
Omerora, ask him. Nine. Talk to him.
Now can I listen to me?
Oh yeah, forever. Get out.
If you know what is good for you, go and collect that money from that girl. Else, I will go and tell Igwe what you have been using the money realized from that boss for.
You will go and bring that money back.
I gave Machi money. I'll say this again. I have been giving her money. I'll say it again. I have been giving her money. And I can never take the money away from her. Yes. I can't take that money back.
Is that what you have to say?
That's what I have to say.
You must bring it back. You will bring it back, oh.
Before you say I walked out on you, please, I only came to ease myself. I'm going back to work.
Going where?
Where do you think you are going? I'm not done with you.
Nikun manya o. Nikun wamba sinya. Hey. Odi kwa di o. That match of a girl. Odi kwa di o. Now are you keeping quiet?
Machi, why now? Why did you go and tell your parents I've been giving you money? Now they've gone to tell my own parents and my parents are mad at me.
But it's not like that, so... See, if I didn't tell them where I got the money I used in paying my school fees and registering for our egg, they'll be suspecting I'm going after men. And you know what that means. I'm sorry. I did what I was supposed to do. Sorry.
Well, it's okay. It's all right. I don't even care. The most important thing is that you're happy and you're passing your exams properly.
Oh, thank you so much.
It's okay. It's okay.
I wish I have something I can use to pay you back for all that you've done for me.
No, you don't have anything you can use to pay me back. Not now. No. The most important thing is that I just want you to pass your exams. That's the most important thing. Pass your exams and just keep having your good character. And let me go back to work.
You're leaving so soon?
Let me go back to work. I have some people, they called me for a chatter. Okay. Take. Don't tell them. Don't tell them.
Won't tell them.
Let me even give you this.
Oh, you're too nice.
It's okay. What can we do? You know, I just want you to be. Let me hold this one. I just want you to be happy. Please. Just pass your exams. That's the most important thing.
Your Highness, I'm really sorry. It's time for me to go and pick my passengers.
Hi, my son. You are wonderful. You are great.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Hi. What would I have done without you by my side? Hi, God.
Thank you, Your
So,
Highness.
how is your transport business going on?
My king, you can see I smile these days.
I can see that.
Yes.
It's written all over you.
Yes, Your Highness. Thank you so much.
The food is ready. Okay.
Not today. Not today. I have to go and pick my passengers from the market.
No, you should go and eat your food.
No, Your Highness, please. I don't joke with my business, please. I've already been paid for charter, so I cannot leave them. Yes, Your Highness.
It's all right.
Yes,
Amaka,
Sir.
go back to your duty post.
Amaka, what is it? Or better still, hang yourself. Respect yourself. I'm busy.
Machi! Machi, what are you still doing there now? Your father wants to see you.
Machi, I called you here in the presence of your mother to ask you one or two questions and to also talk to you as a father. Somebody told me he saw you today walking along the road hand in hand with that boy called Ekene. Is that true?
Yes, Papa. I was walking on the road alongside with him, but hand in hand is what I don't understand.
Walking along the road with him, as in husband and wife or what?
Papa, Ekene is just my friend. Is anything wrong if I walk alongside with him on the road?
You don't know what is wrong with that. Now let me ask you. If
Nanye, Chikwani Amayo. Machi is no more a baby. She's a full-grown, ripe, elegant, beautiful girl. I am surprised at you. Inspired, this is interrogation. I thought you called her to ask her if Ekene has said or discussed anything with her.
Discuss anything with her? Like what?
Nanye. Obviously, wagini ya juifa. Imakuni ije mwoke na wine. Ije okorobia na bogobia.
I don't understand. What's the meaning of that?
Meaning that, Ekene is a handsome and hard-working young man. Now, have you forgotten all the things he has been doing for our daughter? All the money and all that. No. Has he said anything to you?
No, Mama.
Are you sure?
Now, listen to me, both of you. Listen to me, both of you. If what I am thinking about that boy are your plans, that can never work in this house. Mark my word, that can never happen in this house.
Maka,
But he told me to come and collect money for my WAEC tomorrow.
Ne, I know he loves you. And I also know you love him. And you know, both of you are a wonderful combination. Blackcurrant with orange juice.
Mama, he hasn't told me anything. I don't understand what you're talking about.
I knew that one day you will make me proud. I'm not surprised. I'm so happy for you. I like it.
Hey.
Machi, so you have grown so big that you cannot even greet us.
I just greeted you guys.
It's here, sir. Did you put it, sir?
Okay. Peter and Onyema, good day, sirs.
You are even calling us by our names. Kabwa.
What am I supposed to call you guys?
At least you say sweetheart or sugar pie, you know, or even honey. Or not that band. Or is it because of that stupid good for nothing idiot? Yeah? That called himself Kene. Yeah? That made you not to have respect for bigger guys like us. Yeah? See, that idiot don't deserve you. That's the truth. See, the only guys that deserve you in this village, we are bigger boys now, bigger boys like us. Yeah, look at us. Not that idiot, that stupid Ekele that moves around claiming. Yeah, big boy. Oneko. Do you know that you are so beautiful? Yeah, you're Maka. See, what you have to do is to forget that idiot. Accept us. We'll make you happy. In fact, just give us the chance. What's a chance?
Can you see how foolish you both are? You will make me happy. I should give you a chance. Okay, who amongst you should I give a chance?
Give me a chance.
You, Nebe.
Don't worry. Biggest boy. Danya, listen.
Relax, yeah.
See, you both are confused set of human beings. You don't even know what you want. Yeah? Let me warn the two of you. Never in your life insult my Ekene again. He's not your type. He's not in your class and he's not even your mate. You both are too local. I'm warning you. Let me not hear his name even from your stupid dirty mouth again. Nonsense things. Idiot.
You nonsense thing. Yeah, if you be here, cause we just not here now, my child. You could toss the goal now. You could toss the goal. That's why I don't like doing anything with you. Onyala, from today, okay? You know, maybe say no. Avoid me. From today, avoid me. Thank God. Now, I'll see you tomorrow.
My dear, don't bother about Peter and Onyema. Don't bother about them. These are useless boys now. One a serial rapist, the other one who sold all his mother's property. Something the mother uses to take care of the other children. Went to the city and then failed. The next thing went to prison and came back to this village, becoming a non-entity. Forget about those two people, and just concentrate on yourself and your studies. Forget about them, please.
You better warn them more, because next time they see me on the road and stop me, the kind of insult I'll give to them, the one I just gave them, it's small.
Just forget them. Forget about those two. They are useless. All I just want you to do is just concentrate.
Kene, there's something I want to ask you.
What is it?
You know you've been helping me. You paid my school fees, you helped me with my WAEC fees. You've been buying so many things for me. What do you have in mind about me?
I don't understand this question, but nothing. Nothing.
What do you mean nothing? You mean you'll be doing all these things for me just like that?
Just like that, and for God. No, nothing. See, the most important thing is I want you to just pass this your WAEC that is starting tomorrow. Read and pass. That's all. No distraction, like you said.
No distraction. I don't want to distract you. I don't want anything to distract you. Just read and pass.
Okay.
Eh?
All right.
Okay.
Bye.
All right, bye-bye. Eh? No distractions, oh.
Look at this idiot. Who is he trying to impress?
Onyema and Peter, how are you?
Eh? It's again?
Onyema and Peter.
Wait. Onyema and Peter. Nko one or walk or gini. Bia ekene. Kusukwa that nonsense. Now, what kind of thing be this one now?
Nanya, Oga, I don't take it. Nanya, ma. What do you mean?
What don't you mean? See, listen, I don't understand the meaning of all this rubbish, oh. I don't understand. Respect yourself, oh.
Okay, what is all this now? You are trying to show us that you bought a new boss. Is that why you are trying to insult us?
Well, I don't know. I'm the person talking to you, not my boss talking to you. But if you see my boss, all praises to God. At least I didn't sell my father's land and went to the city to go and waste the money and ended up in prison, and they sent me back here for nothing, only to come and disturb people's girlfriends. And again, I did not do anything wrong, like being very, very stupid and then selling the mother's sewing machines, making her family useless, and coming here to come and disturb little girls. You understand me? What I'm saying is this, please, you see Machi, stay away from her.
Oga, I don't take it. Oga, Makwanya is here, but wait for me.
My friend, get out from here with your gura.
Wait for me, because look at this man.
Where's the gods now? Nobody can know.
I will teach him a lot. Nanya, Oga. Sometimes, I don't even know where you're my friend. As for you, bye, Awa.
My father was here yesterday, and he reported to me that the money I gave you to buy bus, that you were lavishing it on a small girl, that you are even sponsoring the girl in school. Is that true?
Papa, Your Highness, may you live long. Your Highness, I don't know anything about lavishing, but the truth is that I'm actually sponsoring a girl in school.
And who was the girl?
Well, the girl is Machi, Ichie Ifejika's daughter. She's actually the one I want to marry. Yes.
Oh, that's all right. Have you informed the parents and also your own parents?
Well, Your Highness, I haven't informed her parents, but I intend doing so when I'm ready.
Be fast about it. Inform me when the time is due so that I will come with my cabinet members to perform the oath of marriage.
No, you do too much for me. Thank you so much, Your Highness. Thank you. Thank you, Your Highness. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Your father, I want to see him tomorrow.
No problem. But please don't get angry with him, you know. Please. Thank you so much, Your Highness. May I leave now, Your Highness?
I will die for your love. I'm in love for your love. They say I dey crazy, but in a love they hide me. See me as a person when not getting sense. Now your love will be my sense. Yeah. This our love, baby. Don't let them die. This our love, baby. Don't let them die. Imagine the money, the sweet mother. You not get counterfeit.
You're running. I hope everything is okay.
Everything is fine.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Eh?
I I was going to your house. Thank God I just saw you now.
My house. Is there any problem?
No problem. I made it.
You made what?
Yes, I passed my work. See.
That's your wife. Hey, my girl! My baby, my wife, my love. Hey, this is the result of my love you have. Hey, you passed your work.
What did I just hear? Huh? Did you just call me your baby, your wife, your love? I'm your love.
You know what? This calls for celebration. This calls for celebration. Come inside. Go inside. Let me go and drop you off.
Die for your love.
Congratulations.
They say I dey crazy, but in a love they hide me. See me as a person when not getting sense. Now your love will be my sense. Yeah. This our love, baby. Don't let them dance. This our love, baby. Don't let them dance. Imagine come on, hey, the sweet my beloved. You not get counterfeit. No amount of money go buy our love. I dey grace for you. Hey, the sweet my beloved. You not get.
Why are we here?
Calm down. Don't sweet. Just calm down.
She the sweet our love. She the sweet me. Hey, the sweet my beloved. You not get counterfeit. No matter what you go buy our love.
Yeah. Everything here for you. Yes.
You got me this bag. Hey. Oh, you got me this lovely shoe. Ekene. Hi.
It's fine. Something I could have.
You got me wristwatch.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you, the best. Thank you. Wow.
Thank you too. You see, Machi, the truth is that I brought you here because I needed to tell you, that I'm very happy that you passed your, WAEC and you made myself and of course your family proud. The second thing is that, you've been saying I shouldn't distract you, but I just feel, this time I just have to say what's in my mind. The very first time I saw you, I saw you as somebody that has good character, and also, not to distract you, but just to say the truth. I just saw you like a wife material. Yes, and I would want to. Let's forget that distraction, but I want to marry you.
Wait, hold on. Is this a joke or something?
I'm sorry, it's not a joke.
Are you asking me to marry you?
Yes.
Of course I'll marry you.
Huh?
Yes.
You marry me?
Yes.
Are you serious?
Ekene, look, you are every woman's dream man. You're a very nice person. You're the kind of man I want to spend the rest of my life with. I'll marry you.
Are you serious?
Yes. God. You're the best. I love you. I've been waiting for this. Thank you. Thank you.
This wristwatch is beautiful. Hey, you mean Ekene bought all these things?
Yes, Mama.
Hey, this is American bag. Chinekele.
Mama, guess what? Guess what? He proposed to me and I accepted to marry him.
Proposed to
Yes. I marry him now. He wants to marry me.
And on whose permission did you accept that proposal? Machi, I'm asking you, on whose permission did you accept that proposal?
What is it now?
Now you listen to me, both of you. Listen to me. You see that stupid boy, Ekene? He will never marry my daughter, Maji. Never.
No, why
Why
now?
will you shut up? Shut up. So, we have grown weeks to talk back at me, okay? We have grown weeks.
Kekwani fall. After all, Ekene is a good boy. Huh?
Where did we get all this thing?
The same Ekene. The same Ekene we are talking about got all these things for her. Ekene like him.
Machi, return all these things back to Ekene. If I see these things in my house, I will burn them to ashes. I repeat myself, return these things back to Ekene. If I see them here, I will burn them to ashes.
Well, why now?
I have spoken. Return these things back to Ekene. I will not warn you again.
I will die for your love. I'm in love for your love. They say I'm crazy, but I love the high me. See me as a person when not getting sense. Now your love will be my
are not returning anything. You are going to be wearing them. Now let me tell you, Ekene is your husband, and you are Ekene's wife. Two of you are now husband and wife. Hey, take all these things inside. You are still crying. See, if you don't want, me I want to. If you don't want to use them, me I will use them. Oh, I'll be decking them. Look at this bag.
Yeah, you have been going around talking to yourself. What exactly do you want us to do for you?
Papa, what I'm trying to say is that the reason I've been spending all this money I've been spending is to groom Machi. Yes, I want to marry her. She has finished secondary school and she passed her work in flying colors. I want to marry her.
Have you discussed with her?
Yes, I have.
And she said what?
She agreed.
My son, this is only good business you have done since I gave back to you. And the profits. Yes, now.
No, insult me now.
How can you say such a thing?
Mama, let him insult me now. He's my father now. He can tell me anything he wants to tell me.
All the money you have spent in Machi, marrying Machi, are you hearing me? Marrying Machi is a good work.
Okay.
It's a good business.
So marrying Machi is the profit.
Now it's a good business. It's the profit now. Having spent all this money on her,
just
and
like
today
that.
you are married, you want to marry her. It's a good business.
Thank God, though. I will now have Machi as my daughter-in-law.
Wow. When are we going to see Machi's parents for marriage introduction?
Saturday.
Because all the nonsense.
Saturdays.
Saturday, Nka?
Yes. We'll go there.
I will die for your love. I'm in love for your love. They say I dey crazy, but in I love the high me.
Check Ejika. As you can see, we're in your house. We are here in respect of your daughter. This hot drink. 8 pieces of cola nut and 1 can.
No need of showing me all these things. Because it has no meaning to me. The main reason is that your son Ekene will never marry my daughter. Simple.
Why? Why would he not?
Because she's my daughter. She's my daughter. I have every right to say whether he will marry her or not.
Chief Ejika, do you know what you are saying?
Of course, I know what I'm saying.
Somebody came for your daughter's hand in marriage.
And
you are chasing him away without even telling us what's the problem. What's happening?
What is your reason?
Is there any problem?
Hey, be careful. But what are you doing here? Is it because I allowed you to sit here and you have mouth to talk? Hey, listen. Do you send up my kiss men here? I did not invite them because I know that your visit here is a waste of time.
What?
Afobike, leave my house.
Jeff, are you asking us out?
You don't want to go.
No, you're embarrassing our guests now. Keep on the phone.
Well, you are done.
Nah, calm down now. Nah.
It's also now.
Why are you asking Ekene and the people to leave?
Is it not my house? Huh? Is it not my house? I have every right to ask them to stay or to move.
Papa, it's not fair now.
Hey, be careful. Be careful. What's up, Nagi? Come get out of my sight.
I will die for your love. I'm in love for your love. They say I dey crazy, but in a love they hide me. See me as a person when no get a sense. Now your love will be my sense. Yeah. This our love, baby. No let them die, sweetie. This our love, baby. No let them die, sweetie. Nothing came out. You the sweet my belly. You no get counterfeit. No amount of money go buy our love. I dey craze for you. You the sweet my belly. You no get counterfeit. No amount of money go buy our love. Well, I'm matching Solomon. You the sweet my belly. You no get counterfeit. The sweet. No amount of money go buy our love. She the sweet me.
Machi, I have told you to stop crying. See, your father cannot stop you from marrying Ekene.
Mama, why would Papa treat Ekene like that? Why? After all he has done for me and this family. The only way Papa could pay him back is to deny him of his request. Mama, let me just tell you, Papa is an ungrateful soul.
My happiness.
Don't say that about your father.
Why would I say that?
He's still your father now.
Is that the best way to show appreciation?
I know what I'm going to do. I told you I can handle this. Oh? Stand up. Stand up, let's go inside. Oh? Stand up. Stand up. Adam. Oh. Adam made. Adam Giamono.
No one.
I never let you no amount of money go buy our love. Well, I'm matching Solomon. The sweet, my belly. You no get can eat the sweet. No amount of money go buy our love.
After spending so much money on that girl, the chief medical refuses to allow you marry.
I'm shocked. I don't have a problem with the girl, oh. I don't have a problem with Machi at all. Machi is innocent. But, to my own understanding, I believe that the parents knew now of my relationship with their daughter. They've always known. That's why I brought my own parents for the introduction. But to my surprise, Zigwe, to my surprise, the father rejected me.
You see what you do, eh? Bring that girl to me tomorrow. Let me ask her some questions. Write down every damn penny you spent on her. Give it to me. I know what to do with it.
Yes, Your Highness. But please, Your Highness, Machi is innocent. Please, don't be too angry. Please, you regard your Your Highness. Thank you. Your Highness. Just don't be afraid. Let's just go. Nothing will happen.
Okay, now I'm not comfortable. Why did the king say you should make a list of everything you've spent on me?
I don't know.
What does he want to do with the list?
The king is a nice person. Just relax. Maybe he just wants to, talk to you and know what you feel about me, and then maybe he wants to talk to your father and tell your father to not let anybody take you away from me.
But no man can take you away from me. Not even my father. Look, it's either you or I will never marry in my entire life.
My love, see, trust me when I say this, nobody will take you away from me. Just relax. I know the king. The king is a nice person. Nobody. I won't even agree. Why would somebody take you away from me? For what? It's not possible now. Just relax. Let's just go. The king will just ask questions. That's just it.
Okay, listen. I want you to forget about everything my father has done to you. Be a man. Prove him wrong that you believe in what you stand for. Please.
My love, nobody will take you away from me. I say nobody. I will never allow anybody take you away from me. It's not possible. Let's just go. Get into the bus. Let's go and talk to the king. Okay? Nothing will happen. Nobody can take you away from me. It's not possible.
I will die for your love. I'm in love for your love. They say I dey crazy, but in a love they hide me. See me as a person when not getting sense. Now your love will be my sense. Yeah. This our love, baby. Don't let them die.
Machi, I had a Kene came to your house to seek for your hand in marriage. Your father turned him down. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Let me know if you have feelings for this young man. Do you?
Honestly, Your Majesty, I don't know what to say. But the only thing I know is I love Ekene.
You are ready to marry him?
Yes, Your Majesty, with or without my father.
But what if your father insists? Will you go against him? Tell your father I want to see him tomorrow. Let me talk to him.
Okay, Your Majesty.
My happiness, nothing can separate us. Baby, not even our parents. Love more, no matter the condition. We not gonna compromise. If you leave me, I go die. You are my joy. See me as a person when not getting sense. Now your love will be my sense.
Your Majesty.
Are you aware a Kene paid for your daughter's wife fee?
Yes, Your Majesty. But I didn't know he was doing all those things in order to marry my daughter.
I will die for your love. I'm in love for your love. They say I dey crazy.
As an elder, you're supposed to know when a water is poured on the ground and when it rained. How can you tell me that someone is spending on your daughter? Your daughter that is not related to him. And you claim you do not know that something is behind it. Well, let me assume you don't know that the young man who was spending for your daughter has something in mind. Let me ask your daughter some questions.
Your Majesty.
Can you tell us what is between you and Ekene? Who is he to you?
Your Majesty, I love him because he's a kind man. I would like to marry and spend the rest of my life with him.
Ifejika, did you hear your daughter? You see, it's not that I don't know what to do, but I decided to give this matter a due process. The young man has spent so much on your daughter, and you are here telling us you don't know that something is behind it. what is expected of you as a good parent is to give blessing to the union. Now, Ifejika, I'm giving you 5 days. 5 days to give consent and bless their union. Or you risk paying back every penny Ekene spent on your daughter.
I will die for your love. I'm in love for your love. They say I dey crazy, but in a love they hide me. See me as a person when not getting sense. Now your love will be my sense. Yeah. This our love, baby. Don't let them die. This our love.
So, imagine you had the God to insult and humiliate me before the Igwe and others were where?
What you can be? What is the problem?
Can you imagine this your stupid daughter? Proudly stand before the Igwe telling me that she loves Ekene. What kind of nonsense is that?
Is that all? What is wrong with that now? I don't see anything wrong with what she said, though.
You don't see anything wrong in what she said. You don't see anything wrong in what she said.
It's because she opens up.
I don't blame you. It's your fault. It's your fault. Had it been you treated her well, all these things wouldn't have happened.
9. Biko, don't just blame me. In real, after all, when Ekene was working so hard, spending money on our daughter, buying all those things for her, you were praising him. Even all the provisions he bought for her. Very early in the morning, he said, why? Better than tea, Bioko. May ya call your tisha milk of ma, may ya call the thick. In fact, you and I have taken palm wine to go and appreciate Ekene's parent.
Let me ask you, since you think you are wise. When Ekene was buying all those things, did he tell me that he was doing all those things to marry my daughter? Did he tell me that he was doing all those things to marry my daughter?
Now, what difference does it make?
Don't worry.
You're not a boy.
Don't worry.
You know when a man starts spending money on a woman, you know what that gets.
Don't worry. I know what to do.
Like, allow my daughter to enjoy love. Because let my daughter enjoy love. Let her experience love. Overall, this fire brigade, the moon again ever, fire, wine. At least Ekene will call her honey. Yawa akpo Ekene, darling. Oya, big stupid. What is wrong with you?
Can't you see that something is wrong with me? Cynthia, if I did not tell you, can't you see that something is wrong with me? Cynthia, I love Ekene. Yes. I want him.
This girl is going mad. Amaka, didn't know you are going crazy. Now let me ask you. The Ekene you are dying for, have you discussed anything with him or has he asked you for anything? Talk now.
Not yet. All I know is I want Ekene. I love Ekene with all my heart. I love him. And I want him.
Then you have to do something about it before you die here.
Yes, Cynthia, that is why you are my friend. Cynthia, please. We have to do something about it.
I agree. But now that he wants to marry Mmachi, what will you do now?
Cynthia, that's why you have to help me. You know I'm your best friend. Cynthia, please. At least, even if it's just to talk to him, just might not talk. Just to talk to him for me, please. He will listen to you.
Amaka, I cannot do that.
Cynthia, because please.
Amaka, no now.
Cynthia, please, just for me. Cynthia, please, I love this girl. I love it.
What?
Cynthia, because.
Amaka, stop this nonsense.
Cynthia, please.
Amaka, stand.
Cynthia,
just,
please.
I love him.
I love him.
Just stop.
Cynthia, because.
Amaka, stop this nonsense.
Cynthia, please, you talk to him.
Just get off first.
Cynthia, talk to him now.
No, please. Go back to the palace. Tell Amaka I was joking now. All those my love, my wife, I was calling her well jokes.
Amaka, the truth is that Ekene loves you.
but he's in love with Imachi, whom he wants to marry. And there's nothing you can do about it. I suggest you stop thinking about him.
I knew it. No, I've always known it's that witch, Imachi, that has been between I and my love Ekene. But not to worry. I know what to do.
What do you intend to do? Amaka! Don't do anything stupid. Else, I'll be forced to tell the Igwe.
Does it look like I care? No, do I look like I care?
Amaka. Allow the young man and his fiancée to plan their marriage in peace. What is it?
See, Cynthia, I'm the only fiancée he should get married to. Do you understand?
Amaka.
Stop calling my name. Amaka. What is it? If you are not with me, then be against me. Come out as an enemy. Let me know you are an enemy now. What is it? Amaka. Now Amaka. I beg.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Please. Let me think.
Okay.
9. I want to talk to you about something.
I'm listening. Talk.
It's about Ekene and Machi.
What about them?
Nine. You know what Ekene has done for this family? When our daughter was in serious need, how he came to her rescue. Nine, please. You should also remember what you told me Igwe said. That he's giving them 5 days to get married, or we will refund everything Ekene has spent on our daughter. And you know we don't have that kind of money anywhere. Because 9.
Okay, no problem. Since it has gotten to kneeling down while talking to me, no problem. Woman, don't worry. I have fought that one out. I have settled that matter. Are you okay now?
9, what is it now? How did you sort it out? How did you sort it out?
I said don't worry. I have settled that one. I have settled the matter.
9, I hope I can trust you on this.
Trust me.
Papa, please. Ekene is my happiness. Remember all he has done for me.
I'm sure as you are coming in, you heard me talking to your mother. Forget about Ekene, whatever. I have settled the matter with Ekene and his family. Don't worry yourself. Don't bother.
You not get counterfeit. No amount of money go buy our love.
Don't bother yourself, eh? Don't worry, everything will be fine. I will do everything within my power to make sure that you and Ekene get married.
You are my love.
I know he loves you.
My happiness.
I know you love me too.
Nothing can separate us.
Give me that smile. Smile for me now. Oh, yo, one. Hey!
No matter the condition, we not gonna compromise. If you leave me, I go die. You are my joy.
This one, your face is like this. Please sit down. Sit down.
Is it by force to sit down?
Yeah.
Is it by force to sit down? In fact, let me tell you, my reason for coming to her this morning is to ask this your son here how much he spent on my daughter Machi. Let me pay him back. Okay.
Let me handle this, Papa.
Chief Ejika, I don't understand why you came here angry this morning. Father has been telling you to sit down. You refused. But let me say this. All the money I've been spending on your daughter, I've been spending without expecting anything back. I spent money on her because she needed it at the time. Along the line, I started liking her. Then she also started liking me too. We decided to be friends and take it further. So please, we decided to get married. Allow me marry Machi.
At the time you started liking her, you want to marry her. Like about the money. Yeah. Like about the money matching one. Yeah, this okay. Let me tell you something. You see that my daughter Machi? I've been reserving her for my son who stays abroad. So that as soon as he comes back, they will get married. Okay, that problem one. In fact, I have discussed and concluded with Oji. Oh, what is it? Leave my daughter alone.
Chief Ejika, have you asked Machi her opinion about this?
What must she away? What must I tell her? I am her father. Whatever I tell her to do, she must do it. I am her father. In fact, I want to take it to her as a surprise. Send back.
You can't do that now. You can't force someone to marry.
Okay, how much did you spend on my daughter? Let me pay you your money. How much?
Chief Ejika, it's not money we are talking about here. I don't want money. I don't want any money.
You don't want the money?
I don't want any payback.
Anybody know them? You haven't hear my voice. Ekene said he doesn't want his money back. I want to pay him his money. He said he doesn't want it back. I have money in my bank. How much do you spend on my daughter? Let me go to the bank and withdraw the money and give to you. Yeah. Listen, let me tell you something. I don't want to see you 10 miles close to my daughter. If I see you 10 miles close to my daughter, you may make it cheap. Don't like Omoyem.
Chief Ejika, on what figure, man? On what figure, man? Though you said I shouldn't say anything, that you will handle it. No problem. How can you come to my house and you are bragging like this? In my own house? Or for BK? Nowhere.
You mean my father actually came to this house to return the money you spent on me?
Yeah, so.
And what did you do?
Of course I rejected the money now. But I was surprised. He said that he has been reserving you for Mazi Oji's son who lives abroad and he has concluded with them to marry you.
Me?
Yes.
God forbid. See, I'm begging you in the name of God, do not collect any money from my father.
Why would I collect money from your father? For what?
But how can my father be keeping me for a man I barely know? Eh? He wants me to marry a man that is in abroad. Without even asking me if I like the person.
I don't know for your family. I don't know. I don't know.
Ikene, I want to tell you something.
What?
I love you.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Yes.
You're sure you won't succumb to your father's wish?
I will never leave you for any man.
You're sure? Confess.
Ekene, your father was here yesterday. He complained to me that the Chief Ejika came to your house to refund you all the money you spent on his daughter. But you refused, is that true?
Yes, Your Highness, I rejected the money.
Since we're having a problem here. Oh well, since it's this way, what do two of you intend to do?
Your Highness, I don't know about anybody, but one thing I know for sure is this. Myself and Umachi, we are meant for each other, and nobody can separate us. Nobody can take her away from me.
Umachi, you heard him?
Your Majesty, Ekene is right. Please, if you can talk to my father, please do. Because if this continues, I will have no option than to carry my things and go and live with Ekene. Whenever he's ready, he can give us his blessing.
He's never done that with my daughter. It's never done. It's an abomination for a young lady to pack into her who is not yet married to her. It's never done. It's never done anywhere.
Your Majesty, what do I do? My father doesn't want to cooperate.
Well, leave that to me. I will handle it. Meanwhile, both of you go to my dining and have your lunch. God, cover Amaka for me. Amaka, take both of them to the dining and serve them food.
Okay, Your Highness. Okay, this way.
I will die for your love. I'm in love for your love. They say I dey crazy, but in a love they hide me. See me as a person when not getting sense. Now your love will be my sense. Yeah. This our love, baby. Don't let them
It's nice.
I'm telling you. Oh.
I dey praise for you. The sweet my belly. You no get no amount of money go buy our love. Well, I'm matching so. The sweet my belly. You no get it the sweet. No amount of money. She the sweet our love. She the sweet me.
Don't take that drink! Don't think if you don't want to die.
Dibai, bueno. Muano. Juano. Ah, balulu nilo. I summoned all of you here today to hear from this girl what she told me this thing did in this palace. So go ahead.
Good day, my elders.
Yeah, one.
Some time ago, Amaka here told me that she's in love with Ekene and that she wants Ekene to marry her. But ever since she found out that Ekene is in love with Umachi, she has been plotting evil against Umachi here. And today, she tried to poison Umachi, but I walked in and stopped her from taking the drink. wants to kill Machi because of Ikini. My guy is so mean. I won't let this happen. I have to do something.
You've heard what she said. It's good. For us to prove that Amaka is innocent of the accusation, I want her to test this drink before all of us.
Yes. Ossie Highness. Take that in and drink, Ossie Highness. Test it.
I'm sorry.
Just a test.
Hey. Now, what is the content of this drink? And what would have happened to my daughter if she had taken this drink? Stop!
Come on, your tap, yeah.
I said talk.
You have died before the end of the day.
She would have died. So, you wanted to kill my daughter simply because you want to marry Ekene? Eh?
But father, you caused it. If you had approved my marriage to Ekene before now, she wouldn't have attempted to kill me.
Oh no, Yano.
You all know the consequences of her action. It is banishment.
Yes.
Amaka is hereby banished for 10 years.
Hey! You go.
Guards, take her out to the boundary of our kingdom, to the next kingdom, where she will never set her feet on this kingdom until after 10 years.
If we need only banishing.
Yes.
Only banishing. Only banishing. Only banishing. Only banishing.
Die for your love. I'm in love for your love. They say I dey crazy, but I love they hide me. Now your love will be my sense.
Set every machinery in motion for Ekene to marry your daughter.
Huh?
Immediately. The buy balloon.
I dey craze for you. The sweet my pillow. You no get counterfeit. No amount of money go buy our love. Well, I'm matching Solomon. The sweet my pillow. You no get counterfeit. The sweet. No amount of money go buy our love. She the sweet me.
It's a lie. Who am I saying? Is it your eye or nose? Clara! When did you come back?
Wow, I came back last night.
Oh my goodness. How are your parents? Your brother? How is City?
Everybody is fine. City is fine, man. You look good.
Thank you.
How are your parents?
They're fine.
Wow. What's happening on your side now? About your WAEC. You know the last time we spoke, you said you didn't have hope.
My sister, I wrote the WAEC and I passed.
Wow. Congrats.
Thank you.
So how did you manage to get the money?
My sister, now God used Ekene for me. Ekene paid my WAEC fee, my school fees, everything.
So, is Ekene into money lending now? When are you paying back?
I'm not paying back anything. Look, as a matter of fact, we're getting married soonest. It's just that there's a little problem. My father.
You guys are getting married. That's nice. So how is your father the problem?
He doesn't want me to get married to Ekene. For reasons best known to him. But don't worry, the Igwe and his cabinet are currently working on it. They have ordered my father to accept Ekene, else they will deal with him.
Good. Lovely. Anyways, I am still here, like I'm still in the village for now, and I'm not going anywhere until your problems are solved. After all, my NYSC is second batch, so I'm here for you.
See my girl. Like what? So since you're going for NYC? Yeah, baby. My sister, I'm happy for you. It's so nice to meet you. Okay, don't worry. We'll see you later. Yeah, let me just have my something. Alright. Bye. Bye.
You are my lover, my happiness. Nothing can separate us, baby man. Not even our parents. Love more, no matter the condition.
Machi. Machi. Come.
You are my joy. See me as a person when not getting sense. Now your love will be my sense. This our love, baby. Don't let them die, sweetie. This our love, baby. Don't let them die, sweetie.
And where is your mother?
She's inside.
Machi. I called you here to talk to you. For you to know the implication of what you're about to do. Tomorrow is the marriage oath taken between you and Ekene. Please, my daughter. If you are not sure of what you are about to go into, you better quit now. Because if after taking that marriage oath with Ekene and you do anything contrary to what you said while taking the oath, the result is either death or madness. I hope you know that.
I'm aware, Papa.
You are aware?
Yes, Papa.
And you are ready for it?
Yes. I'm ready.
Should I give you more time to think about it?
No, Papa, I'm ready.
You are ready?
Yes.
Okay. I'm good.
I digress for you. The sweet nothing left. You not get counterfeit. No matter of money go buy our love. Well, matches all over. The sweet. I will die for your love. I'm in love for your love. They say I digress you, but in a love they hide me. See me as a person when not getting sense. Now your love will be my sense. Yeah. This our love, baby. Don't let them die, sweetie. This our love, baby. Don't let them die, sweetie. Nothing came out. Hey, the sweet my beloved. You not get counterfeit. No matter of money go buy our love. I digress for you. Hey, the sweet my beloved. You not get counterfeit. No matter of money go buy our love. Well, matches all over. Hey, the sweet my beloved. You not get counterfeit. The sweet no matter of money. She the sweet our love. She the sweet me. Hey, the sweet my beloved. You not get counterfeit. No matter of money go buy our love. You are my lover, my happiness. Nothing can separate us, baby man. Not even our parents. Love more, no matter the condition, baby, we never compromise. If you leave me, I go die. You are my joy. See me as a person when not getting sense. Now your love will be my sense. This our love, baby.